Good morning, students. Let us today study about decimals. Fractions with a denominator of a power of 10 are normally expressed by digits placed to the right of a point called a decimal point. Fractions which are expressed in this form are called decimal fractions. For example, 1 upon 10, 33 upon 100 can respectively be written as 0.1 and 0.33. Now, let us study how to convert a decimal number into expanded form. When we have to convert any number in expanded form, we'll be using out the place value of the given digit. For example, 6234.896 can be written as 6 into 1000 plus 2 into 100 plus 3 into 10 plus 4 into 1 plus 8 into 1 upon 10 plus 9 into 1 upon 100 plus 6 into 1 upon 1000. Here 6234, 0.8, 0.09 and 0.006 are the place values of the given numbers. Then conversion of fractions into decimals. To convert a fraction into a decimal number, count the number of zeros in the denominator and then place the decimal point after as many digits as the number of zeros in the denominator. For example, 39 upon 100. In this example, we are having two zeros in the denominator. So we'll be shifting out the decimal point from the left to two places and the answer will be 0.39. Second example is 4 upon 25. In this example, we will try to make the denominator as a multiple of 10. So, we will multiply 25 also by 4 and same 4 in the numerator will also be multiplied by 4. We'll get 16 upon 100. Now, two zeros are given in the denominator. So, we'll be shifting out the decimal place from the left as 0.16. Next is how to convert a decimal into fractions. In the numerator, write the given number, leaving out the decimal point, and in the denominator, write 1 followed by as many zeros as the number of digits after the decimal point. For example, 3.7. Here we are having one decimal place, so we'll be writing out this number as 37 upon 10. Second example is 0.08. We are having two decimal places in this. So this number can be written as 8 upon 100. After writing out this number, we'll try to just write down this number in the simplest form. 8 upon 100, we will cancel it out by 4. 4 2s are 8 and 4 25s are 100. So the answer will be 2 upon 25. Now let us discuss some of the questions from the exercise 3A. Your first question says express the following as decimals. First part is 133 upon 100. Two zeros are given in the denominator. So this number will be written as 1.33. Second part 9 upon 4. Same thing we will be doing over here. 4 we will be multiplying by 25 to make it as a multiple of 10. The 9 also will be multiplied by 25. You will get the number as 225 upon 100. Two zeros are given in the denominator. So the decimal will be shifted from the left to two decimal points. Answer will be 2.25. Question number 2. Write the following decimals as fractions in their simplest form. First part is 0.2 and this number will be written as 2 upon 10. We'll cancel out 2 and 10 by 2 to get the lowest number as 1 upon 5. Second part is 25.25. We'll write down this number as 2525 upon 100 Try to cancel this number by 5. We'll get the number as 505 upon 20. Then one more time this number can also be cancelled by 5. So the answer will be 101 upon 4. Your question number 3 from exercise 3A says arrange the following numbers in the ascending order. Ascending order means from smallest to greatest. They have given out some of the numbers here: 3.57, 0.357, 3.057, 3.571, 0.30357. So the numbers in the ascending order can be written as 0.0357, 0.357, 3.057, 3.57, 3.571. Here the smallest number is 0.0357 and the biggest number is 3.571. Now the next topic is fundamental operations. Fundamental operations will be including addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of decimal. We will be studying out about addition of decimals first. How to add out the decimals? Let me explain you by the steps. Step 1 is write the numbers one below the other with the decimal point in a line. Step 2, add the numbers and place the decimal point in the sum in line with the other decimal point. You can see the example over here: 86.0300, 62.3210, 11.0000 and 237.5497. When we let out all these numbers, we'll get the answer as 396.9007. The next topic is subtraction of decimals. This also I'll explain you by the steps. Step 1 says write the smaller number below the bigger number with the decimal points in the line. Step 2, now subtract as in the case of whole numbers, placing the decimal point in the result vertically below the other decimal points. This, let me explain you by the example. Subtract 6.8392 from 13.213. Out of these two numbers, the biggest number is 13.213. So from this number, we'll subtract 6.8392. We will first try to make these numbers as the like numbers. So 13.213 can be written as 13.2130. Write down the next number under this number, 6.8392. Subtract out as usual. Answer will be 6.3738. Now let us do some of the questions from the exercise. Your first question says add the numbers. The method is same. Write down all the numbers, decimals under the decimals and numbers under the numbers. 6.789, 2.543, 3.800. Add out all the numbers. You will get the answer as 13.132. The next question says find the value of the following. This question is based on subtraction. Here the bigger number is 65.83 and you have to subtract 9.423. So first of all, we'll write down 65.83 as 65.830 and then write down the next number under this number 9.423. Subtract out the numbers and get the answer as 56.407. In the fundamental operations, now we'll be studying about multiplication of decimals. Your first point is multiplication of a decimal by a whole number. For example, 6.7 multiplied by 3. Multiply the number 67 by 3, you will get the answer as 201, and because it is having only one decimal place, so you have to shift out that decimal place from the left side and get the answer as 20.1. That means one place of decimal. Second part is 2.47 into 24. First of all, we'll multiply 247 into 24. We'll get the answer as 5928. Now, it is having two places of decimal. So, 2.47 into 24 can be written as 59.28. to 8. Now next is multiplication of two decimals. Here I am just giving you one example in which both the numbers are having the decimals. Example is 4.3 into 2.1. What we will do here, take the number as whole numbers. We have to find out first 43 into 21. When we multiply 43 into 21, you will get the answer as 903. And because both the numbers are having one decimal place, so the total number of decimal places is 2. So 4.3 into 2.1 can be written as 9.03. Let us now do some of the questions from the exercise. Question number 1 says 1.8 into 10. 1.8 into 10. Without looking at the decimal part first, you can simply multiply 18 into 10. It will give you 180, and because it is having one decimal place, so from the left, you just write down one decimal place. You will get the answer as 18. Second, 0.8 into 10 will give you the answer as 8. Question number 2, 2.1 into 100 will give you 2100, and because one decimal place is here, so 2.1 into 100 will give you the answer as 210. Second part, 0.01 into 100. 1 into 100 means 100, and because it is having two decimal places, so 0.01 into 100 will give you the answer as 1. Third question, first part 1.732 into 1000. You'll get the answer as 1732000, and because it is having three decimal places over here, so the answer will be 1732. Second part 0.32 into 1000 will give you the answer 32000, and because of two decimal places, shift out the decimal from the left hand side to two places. You'll get the answer as 320. Fourth part 0.3 into 5. We'll first multiply 3 into 5. 3 into 5 will give you 15, and because one decimal place is there, so the answer will be 1.5. Second part 87.6 into 8. Multiply 876 into 8. You'll get the answer as 7008. And because of one decimal place, you'll get the final answer as 700.8. Question number 5, 1.2 into 1.3. Let us first multiply 12 into 13. We'll give you the answer as 156. Total number of decimal places here are 2. So 1.2 into 1.3 will give you 1.56. Sixth question, 1.1 into 0.1 into 0.01. Now 1.1 into 1 into 0.01 will give you the answer as 11 into 1 will give you 11, and total number of decimal places are 4. So 1.1 into 0.1 into 0.01 will give you the answer 0.0011. Now next question says 1.4 square. Now when the power is given as square, so you have to multiply that number 2 times. 1.4, 1.4. 1.4, 1.4. You'll get the answer 1.96. Second part 0.4 cube means you have to multiply this number 3 times. 0.4, 0.4, 0.4. And we know that 4 into 4 into 4 will give you 64. And here 3 decimal places are there. So we'll shift the decimal from the left 3 places, and the answer will be 0.064. Question number 8. The cost of a book is rupees 84.50. Find the cost of 13 such books. We know the cost of one book is given as 84.50. The cost of 13 books will be, multiply the number 13 into 84.50. You'll get the answer as 1098.50. Question number 9 says 1 meter of cloth cost rupees 125.50. Find the cost of 4.80 meter of this cloth. 1 meter of cloth cost rupees 125.50. 4.80 meter of cloth will be costing more, so we'll multiply both the numbers and get the answer as rupees 602.4. Question number 10. A taxi driver charges rupees 12.50 per kilometer. How much will he charge for a journey of 185.4 kilometers? Now for 1 kilometer, the charges are rupees 12.50. We have to find out the charge for 185.4 kilometers. So the charge will be more. That means we have to multiply both the numbers. He will charge rupees 12.50 into 185.4. So you will get the answer as rupees 2317.50. Our next topic is division of decimals. Let me explain you this topic by taking an example 53.16 by 24. When we will divide 53.16 by 24, 24 will be going 2 times 48. Subtract the number, remainder will be 5. You will carry the number from above 1. Then again 24 will be multiplied by 2, 48. Then we'll subtract out the number, get the remainder as 3, copy out the next number. 24 ones are 24. Again we'll subtract out the numbers, you will get 12. We'll put 1 0 and then 24 5s is 120. So when you divide 53.16 by 24, you will get the answer as 2.215. Now division of a decimal by a power of 10. For example, if any number is divided by 10, you have to count out the number of zeros in that. For example, 2 upon 10. One zero is there in the denominator, so the answer will be 0.2. Second one is 37.6 upon 100. Here 37.6 is having one decimal place. So what we will do? We'll remove out the decimal from there and increase one more zero in the denominator. You will get the number as 376 upon 1000. Now we are having 3 zeros in the denominator. So the number will be written as 0.376. Now division of whole numbers with the quotient as a decimal. Example is 15 divided by 8. Let us divide 15 by 8. We will write 15 as 15.000. Divide this number by 8. 8 ones are 8. Subtract out the number 7. Copy out the next 0 from above. You will get 70. Then 8 8s are 64. Subtract out the number and then you'll get 6 and copy out the next 0 from above. You'll get 60. Again 8 7s are 56. Subtract out the number again, you'll get 4 and copy out the next 0 from above. Then 8 5s are 40. So the final answer will be 1.875. Conversion of a fraction into decimal by division. Express 3 by 4 as decimal. Now here the number which we have to divide is less than the divisor. So 3 when we have to divide by 4, first of all we'll put out the decimal from there. 3 4 zeros are 0. Then we'll copy out the number 30. Put the decimal. 4 7s are 28. Then again subtract out the number and copy the 0. Then 4 5s are 20. So the answer will be 0.75. Now let us do some of the questions from the exercise 3D. Your first question says divide 1.3 by 10. What you will do? Remove the decimal from 13 and put one more 0 in the denominator. You will get the number as 13 upon 100 and the final answer will be 0.13. Second part is 234.5 by 10. Remove the decimal from 234.5 and put one more 0 in the denominator. Your number will be 2345 upon 100. And then when you just write down this number in the decimal form, you will get the answer as 23.45. Question number 2. First part 0.4 by 100. Remove the decimal from 0.4. Increase one more 0 in the denominator. The number will be written as 4 upon 1000. 3 zeros are given in the denominator. So the final answer will be 0.004. Second part 17.6 upon 100. Remove the decimal from 17.6, increase one more 0 in the denominator. You'll get the number as 176 upon 1000 and then you'll get the answer as 0.176. Question number 3. 1.9 by 1000. Remove the decimal from the numerator. Increase one more 0 in the denominator. 19 upon 10,000 will give you the answer as 0.0019. Second part, 7 upon 1000. 7 upon 1000, 1003 zeros are given in the denominator. So you can write down this number as 0.007. Question number 4, first part, 7.8 and 0.1. Both the numbers are having the same decimal places. So decimals can be removed from the numbers. So the final answer will be 78. Second part, 8.67 upon 0.01. Both are having again the two decimal places over here. So your final answer will be 867. Question number 5, first part, 13.8 divided by 6. When you divide 13.8 by 6, 6 will be going 2 times. 6 2s are 12. Find out the remainder, 1. Put the decimal, copy out the next number from above, will get 8. That means 18. And then 6 will be going 3 times there, and 6 3s are 18. The final answer will be 2.3. Question number 6, 2.46 upon 0.6. In this part, we will be removing out the decimal part from the numerator. 2 decimal places are there. When you remove the 2 decimal places from the numerator, you write down 100 in the denominator. Similarly, 0.6 is given in the denominator. Remove the decimal part from there and put 10 in the numerator. So your final number will be 2460 upon 600. 0 and 0 in the last can be cancelled off. Your number remaining will be 246 by 60. Now you can divide this number in the same procedure. 246 divided by 60. 60 will be going 4 times. 64 is 240. Subtract out the numbers, you will get 6. Put the decimal and then again increase one more 0. Then 61 are 60. Your final answer will be 4.1. Question number 7. Write the following as decimals. First part says 81 divided by 25. 81 when we have to divide by 25 will be going 3 times. 25 3s are 75. Subtract the numbers, you'll get 60. You'll get 6. Put the decimal. Put one more 0 over there. Get the number as 60. 25 2s is 50. You'll get the remainder as 10. Already we have kept the decimal, so you can increase out the number of zeros. You'll get the 100. And then 25 4s will be 100. So the final answer will be 3.24. Thank you.